right, everybody. Welcome into the 2022 Springfield Doubles Tournament C-Squad qualifying. 7 games for you here tonight. My name is Mike Flanagan, and I want to welcome you into our broadcast here on Inside Bowling. This broadcast would not be possible without the sponsors of this event. It starts with Bin Crazy. It's a retail store here. They've got 2 of them now inside the greater Springfield area. If you're in the area, make sure you check out Bin Crazy. Also, the Greater Ozarks Pro Shops, bowling pro shops inside Enterprise Park Lanes here, along with Brunswick and the family of brands from Brunswick. When you're considering a new bowling ball purchase, balls, bags, shoes, whatever it may be, make sure you consider a Brunswick product. And then also we want to thank Enterprise Park Lanes. And, of course, our stream is brought to you by our website, InsideBowling.com. If you'd like to go over and pick up some merch, you can over at InsideBowling.com. You can save 15% all the time with coupon code YouTube. This oil pattern they're bowling on is a house shot. It's 43 feet in length, 26 milliliters of oil on Anvil Lane, Brunswick lane surface. It's about 25 years old. They're paying 1 in 4. We've currently had 72 entries so far, so that's 18 entries will advance, plus however many players we have on this squad, which it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35 more teams. So if we take 35 teams, 35 and 72 is 107 divided by 4. 27 spots is probably what they're going to pay. It's 26.75. So 27 spots. Currently right now 18th position after 2 squads. This is the big number everybody wants to know. 18th position right now is plus 481. And that's Farrell Williams and Zach Wilkins, 481 over on this house shot. 478 over is Nyer and Keplinger. 475 over is Prather and Biondo. 470 over is Stubblefield and Sachs. Okay? So it's really tight right in there. 480 currently is the number to make it into tomorrow through 2 squads. Now, we have for you on lanes 27, 28, 29, and 30 right in front of us here. Lane 27, we got Creston Douglas with David Arnold, bowling with Dylan Burns and Trevor Baumgardner. And those are re-entries. .29 and 30, we have Ronnie Fujita with E.J. Parks, another re-entry, and Vanina Carlton and Donovan Kelly on lane 30, also a re-entry. So all the players that we have here on the squad, I'll run them down. Ryan Scott and Victor Cortez are down on lane 3. Xander Dudley and Zeke Childs are down on lane 4. Brandon Pierce and Neil Cooley down on lane 5. Stephen Eskew and Amber Havery on lane 6. Lane 7, we have Casey Murphy and Austin Bolds re-entering. On 8, we have Boog Kroll and Blake DeMore re-entering. On 9, we have Chelsea Marrow and J.J. Masney. On lane 10, we have Michael Holloman and Parker Capper. They are re-entered. On 11, we have Anthony Nyer and Alec Keplinger. They have re-entered. On 12, we have Gid Rash and Brad Brooks. They have re-entered. On 13, we have T.J. Rock and Brandon Bonta. On 14, we have Mike Dole and Kendall Martin, also a re-entry. On lane 15, we have Eric Samowski and Matt Russo, a re-entry. On 16, we have Jordan Horns and Jared Thompson, a re-entry. On 17, we have Steve Flagg and Sean Carson. 18, Ryan Lane and Terrence Bright, also re-entries. On 19, we have Matt Zweig and Russ Oviatt, both re-entries. On 20, we have Michael Brownlee and Robert Albrecht, also a re-entry. Lane 21, we got Kelly Bonta and Darren Galbraith. Lane 22, Carl and Mike Williams, also a re-entry. On 23, we have Jason Britton and Junior Hughes. On 24, Jace Meyer, Darren Bloomquist. 25 and 26, Christina Morris and Remington Bryant, and Aaron O'Brien with Mike Sapolis. And Mike Sapolis and Aaron O'Brien are a re-entry. We'll skip over the pairs I've already introduced here. We'll go to lane 31, Ryan Stubblefield and Eric Sachs, re-entry. 32, Chris Prather, Brandon Bianto, re-entry. Eric Jones and James Cantier. On 33. On 34, we have Riley Patton and Brennan Smith. On 35, we have Blake Starr and Jeff Hatt. They are re-entries. On 36, we have Cole Munley and Sammy Calderon. And on lane 37, bowling with no one, is Zach Rhodes and Alex George, and those are re-entries. So there you go. That's what we have. That's what we have for you here. We're in game 1 of 7, and we got started pretty much on time, man. They're getting these lanes oiled quick. They got 2 lane machines here. Very high scoring, but there were several teams that are like, man, if we got 50 more pence, we wouldn't have to bowl again. And once they do make it into the cut, tomorrow they'll bowl 5 games. There'll be a sprint to get inside the top 16 for the single elimination best of 7 Baker bracket. I do need to find out what time we're starting tomorrow. I think it's 9, but I have not confirmed. Glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling. Very happy to be here, bringing you this coverage here today. If you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I'll turn my attention over to the chat here in just a moment. I got a couple graphics I still need to load in. We'll get those in the system, and we'll be off to the races. Prather is on 31 and 32 right now, I believe is what I called off. Yep, with Brandon Biondo. So you'll see him on the right side of your screen. I can tell you right now, Prather has gone double 9 spare strike. Biondo has gone strike spare strike. And Biondo's going to bowl on 31 here in just a second. Then we should have them the next game.
Amanda, your order is ready. Amanda.
Are we going to see other lanes or just these 4? I have those, and then I have these. Blake Starr and Jeff Hatt, and then we've got Cole Munley and Sammy Calderos, and then we've got Zach Rhodes and Alex George. But because these pairs here are missing a team, I was hanging out on 27 through 30 right here. Oh, excuse me. Christian Morris. My bad. Yeah, I was reading the scores there. But yeah. Keep calling him that. That's a good idea. Christian Morris and Remington Bryant. I gotta get something to drink, guys. Not of the alcoholic variety. Just something that. I'm a little dry here. All right, guys and girls. I'm back. Think I'm alive. Just got something to drink. So what are we thinking on a cut number here, right? A lot of re-entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 re-entries. So 24 people have already bowled on this. So now they're going to try it again. So we'll bring in our cut number expert, who I found out in the parking lot. Let's bring him in, Sir Ebenezer Johnson. Ebenezer Johnson. Welcome, Ebenezer.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
So currently, right now, Ebenezer, the cut number for 18th, which would be 1/4 of the field, is 481 over. We have 24 re-entries tonight out of these players that are participating.
Mike,
What do you believe the cut number would be?
I have no clue, Mr. Flanagan. I am going to say, so let's see, 18th. So was that, but do you know what squad the guys bowled on? Is that?
No.
So, well, you said that 10th on A squad was 470.
Yeah,
So, and
ninth
they're
was
out.
Yep, and 9th was 530.
So so far it's 9 and 9. One squad had 32 teams, one squad had 40 teams.
Okay.
This one has 38 teams. Oh, nope, 37. One team's bowling by themselves over here.
Yep.
37 teams, and of those 37 teams...
Well, 1 and 2 are dark as well.
1 and 2 is dark as well. Okay, I didn't see that. Thank you. So, 5. So we got 35 teams, and 24, 2/3 of the field have already bowled.
Yep.
So do you think that that's going to make more?
No, I didn't. Sorry, man.
I was standing there when it came up. So.
Thank you.
So the interesting question will be is, I mean, obviously the guys aren't probably going to try to do the same thing unless the guys that, you know, I mean, I think there's a couple of guys that are in the 360s, 370s that might try to do the same thing and just try to execute a little bit better and see if they can get the extra 40 or 50 pins they're going to need to get over the hump. But, you know, some people are going to take some swings. I mean, I went, there's some guy that really likes me in this building, and he likes to tell me what to do, and somebody came up and told me I should throw a little straighter. So after game one, I decided to throw it a little straighter, played them way different than I played this morning, and I bowled 70 higher. You know, I made that adjustment after game one because I was too stubborn to, you know, the guy's not that good of a ball rep, so I don't want him to think he's right every
he's
time.
a shitty bowler, too.
I don't want him to think he's right every time and just do it right from the get-go. So I ignored that ball rep the first game and bowled 230, but it was a pretty good 230. I mean, I saw it 9 the first ball on the 10th. But then I went to the next pair and I didn't make the move for 3 frames, and I went high 3 times in a row, so I made the move. So it will be interesting to see. Well, I mean, here's a team that's probably, you know, we got a 300 going right here. Do you need to get your camera out right here in front of us? Mr. Blake Starr getting ready to throw the last one right here. And spin that one over here.
There it is.
It's a good thing I came in so you could do your job and pay attention to what was going on.
Scores are so high.
Yeah, we got a St. Louis 260 going on over here.
Yep, 267. Yep.
267 with a 9 out. That's a St. Louis 260.
Sure is.
Sammy Calderon. Is that Seabowl at Wichita?
I'm not sure.
I
They got
think-
North Rock shirts on,
Oh, they do? Okay.
so it seems like it. All right, Blake Starr looking for 3 bills. And this is not a re-entry.
Yeah, Blake is a re-entry.
He
Blake
is?
And, Blake and Jeff are
Well,
re-entries.
hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at my sheet here. Where's 300 anyway? Let's see. Yep, you're right. Never mind. Cole and Sammy are not re-entries on the same pair.
And they've got a chance. Sammy Calderon stepping up for a chance to strike out for them to start with 530. Here he goes. Does he like it? Yeah.
There's the 3 bills.
Nice game, Blake. Nice game, big boy.
So Blake Starr, 3 bills.
Yeah, Blake used to live down in Oklahoma. I'm not sure if he still lives down there. I know he moved for a while. He was doing something with job way up in the air. I can't remember if it was working on windmills or working on the cell phone towers, but Blake's a good guy. And his partner, Jeff Hatt here, can strike out for 246, so they can start with a little nice 546.
So right now, as we talked about, by the way, we got Tom Hess in the booth. It's not Ebenezer Johnson. 481 overs, 240 a man.
No. 240 man's 560.
No. 240 pin, 240 over.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Divided by 7 games. It's 234.28. So you got to average.
70 over, basically.
Yep.
68 over, 70 over.
Yep. To make the cut right now.
I didn't really look at the sheet at all today, Mike. How is it? Has the scores been taken off, leveling out, then going back up, or have they just been going up every game all day? Or, I mean,
Yeah,
I know that
Kevin and I talked about this morning a little bit. The scores are astronomical for 3 games. And then they start to level out. And we both gave the reason of why we believe that happens on a house shot. And I said basically you're removing oil from the heads, which creates early hook, which minimizes down lane entry angle for most people, and there's oil being carried down to the break point. And because this is a 43 feet in length house shot, not like 40 or 41, it's 43. It's kind of a longer house shot. When you've got to throw it through the front part or ball down to a cleaner ball, you need some ass with that ball down lane. For some players, especially if you're firm with the speed, to be able to get it to tip and have the right entry angle to carry. And then there's also the flip of the ends of the building. I've been told from multiple players that the low end is tighter.
Yeah.
Would you find that to be accurate?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, when I made my ball change down here, we were on 39 and 40. And I played them the same, and what's interesting is Chris Prather and Brandon Biondo, 2 pretty good players, were on our cross. They were following us every game. And they both said that they thought 40 was hooking a ton more, and I was playing 39 and 40 the same. And then when we went down to 5 and 6, excuse me, I had to cheat a little bit right to get it to go up into the pocket.
We got our buddy Troy Lent in the chat.
Oh, hi, Troy.
It was a pleasure covering Troy Lent this summer on the PBA 50 Tour and yourself.
Yeah, Troy's a big, strong boy, lefty. Don't think I've seen him since he got his deal. You know, congratulations on the new ball deal, Troy. I miss you. I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully we can start down in Fort Myers in April, but that might be up in the air with everything that's going on in the world right now down there. Shout out to all my friends. If anybody's listening down there trying to get away from everything that's going on down there, I hope everybody's getting everything figured out. I know it's going to be a long road back, man. Some of the pictures from down there, it was just absolutely devastating.
Absolutely. Zach Rhodes off to a good start with 278.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be 3 500s right here in front of us. And Prather and Biondo, who absolutely bombed in the first game. I mean, they're going to bowl. They're going to bowl 470, and we're talking about it like that's a bad game.
Yep, 238 for Prather, 239 for Biondo if he fills it.
Oh, Alex George with the 8-pin for 237, so that's 515. We had 515, 529, and 5. Oh, I think the young men had there on these three end pairs, 35 through 38. That green and white, that's kind of hard to read when it flips to green from far away there.
Uh-huh.
So what's your opinion, Mike? Do you think with basically 2/3 of the field already bowling, do you think they're going to have an advantage? Do you think the scores are going to go up because they've already done it?
I think so. I think they will.
So do you think, how many teams off of this?
So Casey Murphy and Austin Bolds are a lock to make it.
They're a lock?
They're a lock.
Well, here's another interesting question.
How many are in?
How many of those guys are that are bowling are above the 480 number already?
I don't think any of them. No, none of them.
None of them? Okay.
None of them.
So that won't change our number at all. So,
Nope.
you know, are nine of 35 teams going to get to 480 over to make 480 our number?
Well, Austin Bolds and Casey Murphy are for sure. Holloman and Capper are.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you before you start going through this.
Nair and Keplinger.
There's a whole bunch of teams re-bowling right now that if before the start of the day, if you'd have said what teams are re-bowling, there's a whole bunch of them out there that I wouldn't have said would have to re-bowl.
Oh, I agree.
Brandon and Prather.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm just trying to go with my locks to start.
Okay.
Yeah, Prather and Biondo, that's 4. Okay, I got 4 locks that are going to make it. Prather, Biondo, Murphy and Bolds, Holloman and Capra, Nair and Keplinger. Those are my locks. Then I kind of like Oviatt and Zweig. I like Mike Dole and Kendall Martin. Get Rash, I could see getting in there. I mean, I could see any of these guys. Jordan Horns and Jared Thompson, I think, are going to play him different and do better. Bonta and Galbraith on their first attempt. We got some first attempt people out there, too. Fujita and Parks could get lined up.
I'm surprised that Eric Jones, you know, the phenomenal lefty from down in Oklahoma, he only bowled 200 even that first game. Him and James Cantier had 429 game 1.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Eddie and I only had 431 game 1. We still got to 520 over. So, I mean, I did notice that because I played them straighter the second block, they were different from pair to pair, but not as different as when I was in the morning. I mean, I didn't bowl awful this morning. I bowled 249 over, I think it was, something like that, 242, something like that. I mean, that's not awful. But there was some pairs that it took way too many shots to get them figured out. I mean, and that happened to us, you know, that second block. You came down when you came down there in game 5, you know, when we bowled after going 510, 520, 510, then we bowled 360.
Uh-huh.
It was like we forgot how to bowl between games. And then, as I said earlier, Chris and Brandon were following us, and they went over to that pair and bowled 480, I think it was, after we bowled 360 on it.
Got Kelly Bonta and Darren Galbraith coming in right now. Carl and Mike Williams, this is their second attempt here. EJ and Ronnie, 239 and 236. I do like them potentially making it in there.
Is this who's bowling?
Yep. Yes, it is.
You know, Ryan Powers and Victor Cortez got a really good shot to make this. Ryan, the first 2 games today, got every bad break in the book. And he says because he's not crossing with me today, he's going to bowl. He's not crossing with me this set, he's going to bowl better. So.
That makes sense.
So I like those guys. Casey, I mean, I'm really shy. I think Boog and Blake will get there.
Yep. I can see that as well.
You said Michael and Parker and Casey and Austin, Keplinger and Nyer, Mike and Kendall, TJ Rock and Brandon Bonta. There's a couple of Wichita standouts. Those guys got a really good chance. How about Sismo and Russo, 2 guys on the left? I've heard, I don't know Jordan Horns. I've heard that name.
Jordan Horns has bowled the holiday doubles with like George Gohagan in the past.
Yeah, he's from Detroit area, right, isn't he?
I think. I think so, yeah.
But I don't know Jared Thompson. I like Matt and Russ if they can get the ball to strike. I mean, anybody if they can get their ball to strike, you know what I mean? It's Dylan Burns and Trevor Baumgartner. If Dylan ever starts striking, does the kid ever stop once he starts?
No.
You know, it should be some interesting bowling tonight.
Yeah, so my whole thing with the straighter is greater, by the way, is it's only if you can do it, right? It's only if you have it in your repertoire, right?
Yep.
So I would not go up to Pete Weber and say, hey, Pete, get your ass out and attack the dry, because that's not Weber's game. That's not high ball speed, amping it up, going straight is not his game. Now, if Pete wanted to grab urethane, his pitch blue or whatever, or what's that thing called, fast pitch?
Yeah, we got a fast pitch.
Yeah, fast pitch. If he could maybe do that, but he would not maximize his carry percentage, and he would get some wiggle on this lane surface. So Pete's the guy you would say go in and slow hook it, because you can get in and get slow and open up a lane, but when you go pair to pair, you're throwing a tester shot when you're crossing that many boards on each lane, and it can cost you a double out of the gate.
Well, but then again, Mike, if Pete gets lined up in there, I mean, Pete's ball roll is so unique that he may not see as big
but on some
difference.
pairs, the middles will be slicker, and it will push, and he could 210 if he misses in. You know what I mean? It creates these problems, right?
Yep. That's kind of what Eddie had that 160 game. You know, when he got it in, we both had all 4 of us on the pair had that lane tighter. The 3, excuse me, we had one guy bowling on the other side. But I think we all had that pair a little tighter, and Eddie 210'd on it a couple of times on shots that weren't awful, but they just didn't quite get there. I was getting it there, but it just wasn't quite coming off of it. You watched, it wasn't quite coming off of it enough. So I could see that to where, you know, when guys play inside.
I saw so many people 210 when they miss left at the arrows.
Yeah.
Their front target.
Well, that's what this is. I mean, this is a miss 2 left at the arrows, miss 7 right down lane, and miss 2 right at the arrows and miss 7 left down lane. I mean, that's kind of what we're bowling on, you know.
So if you can get yourself far enough right that you've got a little bit of hold going left or right, and you can either come up the back of the ball, like the old Chris Barnes when he started winning on tour, and Mike Fagan, or you can Norm Duke it outside. When you miss 2 boards left, flush pocket.
Yep.
4-pin maybe falls out late, right?
Yep. Or you leave a 4-pin. I did that a couple of times.
You miss a board or 2 to the right, and it's still
it picks up,
but it
doesn't overhook.
Oh, it's right there, right?
Yep.
So you create this funnel. You create all this miss room for yourself. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
And then you just got to be in the right ball.
You got to be in the right ball. Yep. I mean,
That's it.
You came down, tried to talk me out of that ball. I'm glad I didn't because I bowled 260, 260 the next two.
I just wanted to see it on the lane where it wasn't finishing strong. If you start leaving 10 pins on this, you need a ball that still is clean through the front, but will hook more off. You need more angle off the end of the pattern.
Yeah, most of them, ironically, I'm going to say that most of my 10 pins today, when I was playing that line, happened when I missed left, and the ball just kind of skid down the lane and didn't recover as much. So that's kind of what you're saying. The thing that I was really leery about for changing balls to something that comes off of it a little harder is I was throwing a big, I mean, not a big, I mean, I was throwing a night road that I had hit with 1,000 on it Thursday night before I bowled league. I didn't touch it today before we started bowling. It's got a pretty strong pearl cover in that high road core, and it was just rolling off of it, and I wasn't really trying to make it change direction. I really didn't want to see it change direction down lane, because that's when I was afraid that
you
I
wanted
was
to
gonna
tumble.
Yeah, I was going to get one that would, you know what I mean, when you're trying to make it change direction, that one, you're going to get a little there quick, it's going to go high, you're going to get it in, it's going to not quite get there. It'll be interesting. I'm seeing some guys that are bowling good, that are playing a little bit further left.
Like,
here.
watch Kelly. I don't love his look. Okay, that one struck, but the shot before he tripped out the 8-pin late. I don't love that look. You can just see by the way the balls go through the pins. Let's see. That's out up 10.
Yep, that one. There's the one you say that it needs a little bit more back in.
Yep. This one here, you watch this shot there. He got it to the dry. It's going to hook. Boom.
Yep. Yep.
That was a light 7-pin over there. It's easy. You can get to the pocket from anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's trying to get that optimal pin carry.
Yeah, I think that first set when I bowled the 200 and some over.
710 almost.
Yep. I do think on this, the speed is going to be a big advantage. The guys that are going to play further right and throw it harder, I think are going to have an advantage over the guys that are trying to play right but don't throw it as hard.
For 3 games, they're great. And then you can either overpower the early hook by balling up or getting a ball that's going to hook more for you, change direction more, or you can start to move in and try to open up the lane, but then you get into pair to pair and you can pay some ultimate penalties.
I'll tell you what, I had some fun in that squad. I hadn't done that in a while. I hadn't moved over there to the right and just not – I really didn't have to think about my speed, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to overthrow it. I wasn't trying to throw it 100, but I was just throwing it my nice, comfortable speed. And when you can take one thing that you have to think about while you're bowling out, it makes shots easier to repeat.
We're gonna bounce over here. We do have a little Prather and Biondo action going on here. Also got Stubblefield, Eric Sachs,
Ronnie Fujita, E.J. Parks, and Vanina Carlton and Donovan Kelly. Vanina, I'm sorry, Vanina, I didn't mean to mispronounce your name. Bowled with Vanina last night.
So,
in the
Tom,
sweeper.
you bowled 238, 265, 236, 247. You guys hit that bad pair where you bowled 196. You bowled 267, 268. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty consistent. And, I'm a bowler, so I'm going to sit here and tell you that both 230s could have been better. I had
Watch Chris Prather. He can do anything to a bowling ball.
Yeah,
and he's one of the smartest bowlers out there. Where's he playing?
He's playing hard and straight. I bowled with Chris last night in the sweeper. That's pretty much what he did. But last night, everyone he threw carried. He started 300 in the sweeper last night.
Yeah, and in my opinion on that one, and I'm going to contradict myself, he may be just a hair too direct. Just a hair. Or he needs to have more surface in his hand and get that ball rolling.
Just to get to pick up just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, about a foot sooner.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
but granted, that's one shot. That's one small sample
size.
size.
Through 4 frames, that team has one double. And I'm pretty sure I didn't really pay attention. I know Brandon, the first squad, just threw them
hard and straight.
Yeah, Brandon.
And he was 320 or
He
30 over.
mauled him at least for 6 games. I'm looking for him here.
I'd like to say hi to Joey and Vince if they're watching at home.
Brandon bowled 279, 298, 237, 225, 234, 257, then 191. They're 475 over. If they get 10 more pins, they're not bowling.
You know, it would definitely make their decision a little different if they have 10 more pins because they're in the number. You know, that's the other thing. I don't know. I meant to ask Kevin but nobody in re-bowled. So if the first person that's out re-bowled, they bowl worse, do they get to keep their score? Do you know? Do they get to keep their first score if they re-bowled? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, we got some questions here. So first one is, they gave me an easy football winner. No, I did not bet it. But good luck to you. What balls did you use today?
Today, this morning, I started with the Hustle USA in the morning block. Stayed with that for I bowled 750 with it the first squad, and then after that I pretty much lost my carry, so I threw a whole bunch of different balls, and none of them didn't bowl any really big games. Tonight, then in the second squad, I started with a gem. I was trying to do something that was a little bit more rolly and didn't change direction as much, and then decided, you know what, I'm just going to move over to the right and throw it hard, and I threw a night road from frame 4 of game 2 and threw that ball the rest of the day. I never changed balls.
So I got scores after game number 1.
How many teams have 500?
This is where it gets difficult.
Oh, they don't have them separated by squad?
No, they don't have place numbers. I mean, they do, but it starts at 73. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bowled 500.
Okay.
Then 497, 496, 491, 482, 476, 475, 474.
Would you say that's a little bid
Right on pace.
That's right on pace with what we had.
First 3 games, they maul them.
And we're saying that you need, what did we say, 230? So you need 70 over. So after the first squad, there's about 14 teams on pace to, did you say about 14 teams over, 70 over?
73 to 8, 16.
16 teams, 70 over after game 1.
Yeah. That's consistent.
That's almost half the field.
Yep.
There's only 35 bowling.
Very consistent to what we've seen. They maul them. They maul them the first 3 games. So now just pray they're back over on the left lane.
Oh, we struck on the right lane.
Yep.
We missed that because we were talking.
I saw it. It was good.
He just made a ball change.
Yep. He did.
I think that's if it's what he did last night in the sweeper, he went from the hyped solid to the dark code.
Yep. That's what it is, and that's what we said that on the last time on the left lane.
Yep.
So you need something that starts a little bit sooner.
And he does have a little bit of surface on that dark code.
Yep, sure does. So it's perfect.
Now I can't see him, so I don't know if they're drilled the same, and he's just using the difference in the ball. I don't know if it's drilled different, but
probably not.
You know, the guy is like you said.
Brandon's hooking it a little bit more.
A little bit further left.
Yeah, he's moved in a little bit. So those guys were listening to the broadcast. I said, now these guys are a little too direct.
Yeah, maybe Carson was listening.
Yeah, they had to.
Brandon's girlfriend's back here. Maybe she wouldn't told him.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yep. Now they're lined up. They're good. But then they're going to go down to the low end, and they need to know that they're a little tighter down there.
Well, they know because they just bowled last squad.
I know, but they might have forgot.
They might have forgot.
Yeah.
But you just said Prather's the smartest guy on tour, and now he's going to forget.
Yeah, he is one of the smartest ones. Yeah.
Oh, man, I love working with you. Well, I guess I'm not working with you. I'm just sitting in being a nice guy because I'm not actually getting paid for this gig.
No, but all the free ball rep help. I don't bill you for that. It's a wash.
that wasn't you. That was just some guy that I don't know.
And the matching ensemble adds 10 pins a game to your score, Tom. I found that to be hilarious.
So do you remember what I had on Sunday in Waterloo? The gray and
yeah,
black.
I actually commented it looked good.
Okay, well that's what I'm wearing tomorrow, but I got a different. The gray's not quite as dark. It's
That's
a little
okay.
brighter
That's
gray.
fine. That's fine.
So is that okay?
That's fine.
Or do I need to run down to Walmart?
No,
and buy me some
you'll be
new
fine. You'll
shorts,
be
or-
fine. You'll be fine.
Okay.
So we had a question here about Packy and Kevin Williams.
They didn't bowl together if they were asking.
No. So
Okay.
Packy Hanrahan and Anthony Lavery are 564 over. Packy bowled 1689 with 174 the last game, and Lavery had 1675. Okay. Then we also wanted an update on Kevin Williams, and Kevin Williams bowled with.
Tom Bohannon.
Yep, and they are 482 over, and that was with Kevin Williams bowling 179 the last game. Kevin bowled 1629, and Bohannon bowled 1653. They're in the number. There's a 481 right behind them, a 478 right behind them as well. So they should be okay.
Could be a big three pins.
But, you know.
And like we were saying, I haven't seen Tom throw a ball in a long time, but from what I remember of Tom, he's a further right, straighter guy, does not crossing a lot of boards. So,
How about the baseball games today?
oh, I don't know.
The Guardians went 15 innings. Took 15 innings to get a run. 1-0, bottom of the 15th to advance.
Nice.
Okay? And then the Mariners were getting their asses handed to them by the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were up 4-1, and then they went 8-1, and now it's 10-9 Seattle, top of the ninth. They just took the lead.
Oh,
Seattle looking to close out Toronto.
what happened over in St. Louis?
Oh, that's getting ready to start in 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Now,
We won't talk about what happened last night in that game.
I already have.
It was some
and
history.
I'm over it.
They made some history.
I'm over it.
I mean, you love it. I'm going to give some of the Cardinal players their due. I'm a Cub fan, so I'm not obviously anything to do with saying anything good about the Cardinals. But there was some pretty cool things that happened in Cardinal Nation this year.
Yep.
What do you think if Pujols doesn't go to Anaheim? How many more home runs does he hit? Does he hit 900? I mean, I think Albert was just built for St. Louis, and I think if he'd have just stayed there for the 9 years that he left, I think he gave away some production. And the other thing is, one of my least favorite players in baseball is Yadier Molina.
Right.
But how cool that Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina had 325 appearances as battery mates. That's you're not going to see that in today's world with
No.
free agency. You
No.
know what I mean? Two guys staying with one organization for that long, and props to them. That's pretty cool. Now go Cubs. Next year, of course, because they're done this year.
Yeah, this game yesterday. So Mike Schilt left being the manager last year.
Yeah. Did he leave or did he get canned?
He pretty much got canned.
Okay.
And the reason being, and it kind of came out, what's the best way to put this? Let's just say people close to the organization and people close to the clubhouse. The reason why he was let go is because the organization wants him to manage off the math and the computer.
Okay.
And he believes that that's a great guide, but it can't be everything. Okay? So they would radio downstairs, all right, it's time to move this pitcher out or whatever.
Really?
And there were certain times he's like, this is crazy. And Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, he's 100% all in into the math.
Okay.
So Mozeliak and the whole organization are all part of this whole Billy Bean freaking Moneyball type shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Schilt gets pushed out the door. Ollie Marmol comes in.
Okay.
Young guy. He's doing a great job for the Cardinals. Okay.
But is he doing it, or is the front
Well,
office doing it?
it's a system. He's just facilitating, but he's also got to get his guys ready to play and all that kind of. So he's
Right, yeah.
all good in the hood. Everything's good. So this game yesterday, and I'm going to try to give the abbreviated version of this, but Tom, this is what happened. Okay, first of all, the two most potent batters in the Washington lineup are Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
Okay, they're both left-handed.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals did the right thing. They started our lefty, the lefty with a under 3 ERA,
Yep.
which they picked up at the deadline, Quintana.
Yeah.
That was absolutely the right play. However, Quintana had never pitched in a playoff game ever in his life. So you got to be conscious of that and just kind of be thinking to yourself, okay,
He didn't pitch in a playoff game when he was with the Cubs?
Jose Quintana?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure he
Because
did.
he just came from Pittsburgh, and he
Right,
gave an
he was-
interview saying, all I want to do is pitch in the postseason. I don't think he did. You have to look that up. But
I'll have
anyway,
to look we'll look that up.
We'll add that later. But so anyway, at least I can make the statement that he's been playing in Pittsburgh, and he hasn't had much pressure. So this is a pressure start, game one. I know he's never started a game one. That's for sure. So he starts, and you kind of got to keep an eye on that. Well, he and Molina were on the same page. Everything was going good. He gave up 2 hits
Yep.
in 5 innings. Okay? So they bring him out for the 6th. 70 pitches. He strikes out Schwarber for his 3rd strikeout of the game. He's at 75 pitches. Coming up next was Rice Hoskins and then Real Muto, and then Harper behind him. The computer said take him out of the game because there's 2 righties coming up, and it's the 3rd time through the lineup.
Yeah, that whole 3rd time through the lineup thing.
Okay, so they take him out. They took out a dude that had nobody on base, just struck out Schwarber, and was going to face 2 right-handed batters. And in my opinion, Rhys Hoskins, above-average player. Real Muto, above-average player. Not superstars. And the wind was blowing in. Arenado cracked one, and so did Albert, and those balls died in the air. So you couldn't hit it out of the park. You just couldn't hit it out. So here we go. They take him out of the game. Hicks comes in, finishes the inning, pitches the next inning, which is the 7th.
That's your that's Jordan Hicks is the 103-4
Yeah.
mile-an-hour guy.
So Hicks finishes the 5th, pitches the 6th. Then they got to bring in Gallegos for the 7th. Then they start Halsey in the 8th, and Halsey had some cramping in his hand, and he hasn't been playing much because they had already locked up the division. So now they bring him in the 8th, our closer in the 8th.
Huh.
He gets 1 out in the 9th and then implodes. And they left him out there too long, and then they bring in Palante behind him. And Palante and Gallegos this year, whenever they're in the lineup or whenever they're pitching and there's players on base or there's a pressure situation or they're playing a team like the Dodgers, those guys imploded. And he imploded. They give up 6 runs in the top of the 9th. 6 runs.
Yeah. Quintana has pitched in the playoffs.
How many games?
Well, he pitched in the LCS. Looks like he gamed 2 games in the LCS in 2017.
What's his ERA?
10.29.
Okay, so that's scary. That's a problem.
That was in the 2017 League Championship Series. 2 games for the Cubs, 10.29 in the League Championship
order is ready.
Series.
Nate.
Oh, that's his batting stats. Yeah, so in 2017, he pitched in the LCS for the Cubs.
2 games
Yep,
and had an ERA over 10.
yep.
Yeah. So basically, you got to keep an eye on this guy because he's not normal. It's not Clayton Kershaw by any means, right? So anyway, so now Halsey. So they warm up 2 guys in the bullpen. They warm up Flaherty and they warm up Palante. They bring in Palante. He implodes. He hasn't done well with runners on base or in pressure situations. I would have brought in Flaherty, or I would have brought in Wainwright, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Because Wainwright, we have a lead still. Bases are loaded. There's 1 out. He's not going to hit a batter. He's not going to throw one in the dirt. He's not going to have a pass ball. He's gonna do all he can. And if he gets beat, he gets beat. But anyway, so they give up 6 runs, all because they took Quintana out in the 5th inning.
Well, and a couple of those were, I was listening to it. I flipped to it at the end. I'm gonna be honest, but when I heard on the radio station I was listening to that they were imploding. I flipped to the game, and there was a couple of plays that were plays that could have been made, that balls were just missed, and if they'd have made the play and got an out, then such and such wouldn't have happened. But
bottom line is you don't take out your ace starting pitcher, where Bryce Harper is 1 for 18 against him coming into the game.
And he'd struck out Schwarber at least once earlier in the game, I know.
He struck out Schwarber twice in that game.
Twice in the game.
Right? And if he gives up a solo blast to either Real Muto or Hoskins, so what? You got to score more than one run to win in the playoffs. Sorry.
Right.
So anyway, the Cardinals completely screwed it up by having Quintana be pulled out of the game with 75 pitches. And then after that, everything else played out the way that I thought it might. They were if it was an 8-inning game, they'd have won. But it's 9 innings for a reason. So anyway, that was my Cardinal
rant. By the way, since we ran it off a baseball,
278.
No, Prather made that ball change, didn't miss the rest of the game.
Yep. Oh,
for 259. So Mike was right again. Boy, I sure hope Bowl TV covers the senior tour next year and you get that gig. I need to see this score sheet. I got a couple of the scores from this squad. I got a couple of guys that I decided to go ahead and buy in the Calcutta last night that not a lot of people know.
Yeah, if you're going to do this next year, I want to get in on some of that with you.
Okay. We'll get here earlier.
Yeah, well, I was here for the whole Calcutta, but
yeah, they bowled 503 the first game.
Bloomquist, you bought those guys?
Yeah, Bloomquist and Meyer, and they got they're on pace for 550 through 9.
How many do they pay in that thing?
12, I believe.
Okay.
And I think it's after tomorrow. I don't think it's just qualifying. Eddie and I got a free $600 entry fee into that because we bought ourselves for $600 and both bad, so we re-entered and got to stay in.
Nice.
Yeah, there's Jace with the front 10. Do we got a camera over there on 2930, 3132? You have a camera
We're
over
on
there?
2930 right here. Yeah.
Hey, you've already changed it.
Yeah.
Man, you're good at your job. Have you ever thought about doing this for a living?
For a living? Yeah, but there's not enough money in it to do it for a living.
So you're doing it for fun, just like I am?
Part-time.
Just doing it for fun like
Part-time
I am.
job.
I like it.
It's like those people that are full-time tax accountants and they bartend on the weekends. Yeah, that's my bartending job.
Gotcha. Jace Meyer. Jace is from Iowa, where I'm from. His dad owns a bowling center in, oh, God, I just had to bring that up. Now I'm going blank. Monticello? I believe it's Monticello. Jace with the front 11 there. No, Kelly. No. If you shoot more than 4 of them a game, it doesn't matter anyway, Kelly. Kelly Bonnet was just asking me if spares are important, and I said, well, no, not if you're shooting more than 4 of them a game, they're not. But even if you're making 4 a game, it's not good enough.
6 minutes ago, Kim sent me this little blurb here. Jose Quintana has been named the Cardinals Game 1 starter. Friday will mark his first postseason start since the 2017 NLCS with the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
It's
so Kim's listening.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Well, she's heard me talk about Quintana and,
Thanks
and
for the
how
shirts.
The Cardinals were idiots.
I'm wearing one of them right now because that's some bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
I was going to wear one of the other ones I got that I really like, but I didn't know how some of the people down here would take the fact that I like bowling and maybe 3 people.
Oh, nice.
Jace got the 300.
Yep.
Guess I should have kept paying attention to that. He did that a little bit ago.
Yeah, no, I saw it. It's like it's not a big deal anymore.
I mean,
somebody at this tournament.
They were talking Friday night in Game 1 that they put the over/under at 13.5. I think we got to be over that, don't we?
Yeah.
For the weekend. I mean, there was 4 in the first 2 games of the sweeper last night.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 3-way tie when I pulled mine last night, Game 2. It was a 3-way tie. How about this? Prather bowled 300 Game 1, one leading the tournament.
I know, 304 was, right?
Yep. Get to some more decent scores right here in front of us. There's a 79 over. Oh, some of them other ones are gone. My two guys, Jason and Darren, both 503 the first game, and they're bowling 550 something this game. I shouldn't have told them I bought them. I gave them the opportunity to buy half, and they took me up on it.
Well, you have to disclose that, don't you?
I guess I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think you have to give them the opportunity to buy half. I don't think I have to tell them about it. They didn't even know what the Calcutta was. I had to explain it to them.
Okay. Jordan Horns.
We got Matt
got a double
Russo
up there, yeah.
and Eric.
Is Matt 100 over? Is Matt 100 over after 2?
Looks like it. Does that say
Samowski.
150? Samowski?
Yeah, Samowski.
I just call him Sismo.
Eric Samowski, yep.
Looks like it got, does that say 150? Is that 150 over? I can't see it from here.
Yeah, I can't either. We're a little far away.
Which one of us is going to walk over there? Neither? We're just going to wait for the scores
Yeah,
to
we'll
come
just wait
over?
for the
Okay,
scores.
we'll just wait for the sheet. God, I love gotta love our passion and our drive to bring the news to the people. I didn't even hear anybody clap. 300s have been so on.
No,
so
yeah,
no, people aren't even clapping.
Yeah. This house shot, they've done a good thing here. I'd like to bowl league here. Jared Thompson with the strike. We officially are now in game number 3.
Yep.
I do have a graph of the pattern. There it is.
You needed to make this.
Yeah.
You needed to make it
The
go
middle,
like that.
the middle blue. The middle should be blue, and the outside should be white.
Yeah. Well, and you need the stretch. There you go.
Stretch the middle out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Michael, what am I going to do for a hotel tonight? I got to book something here.
Oh, you don't have one yet?
No. My lovely wife and I are flying down to Florida Monday to spend a week on the beach, so if we didn't make it, I was going home tonight. So I just booked it for last night. And then, of course, when I went in there to get it tonight, it is doubled in price.
Yeah.
And I'm cheap.
I know. Well, it's that time.
What time is it?
It's time for me to go find the Cardinal game.
Okay. Are we going to stream that for everybody, or are we going to actually stream the bowling then?
We're streaming the bowling.
We're going to stream the bowling, but you're going to watch the Cardinals?
Well, it's just going to be on the background.
Okay.
Looks like it's on ESPN2 tonight. By the way, I got a sleeper team in the National Hockey League this year.
Okay.
Detroit Red Wings.
Okay. Isn't that like the winningest franchise in hockey, and they're a sleeper team?
That's very true, yes.
Okay.
They are a sleeper team. They have been terrible.
Are they the winningest? I'm not a big hockey fan. Are they like the winningest franchise in hockey?
Well, Montreal is.
Montreal is.
Yeah. But Detroit had a nice run. Once we get scores after game 2, we'll get those tweeted out. We'll work on that. Mike Flanagan with Tom Hess here joining me in the booth. I certainly do appreciate you coming over and keeping me company for a while.
Oh, absolutely, bud.
I did get I'm cheap as well. I got a room with a twin bed. You can stay with me if you want.
Can we cuddle?
We'd have to.
Who gets to be the big spoon?
Who's the
I got him.
I got a filter here. I got a filter. I really do. People don't think I do, but I do have a filter. So I had to eliminate that from my vocabulary. I got a bathtub.
Okay. Still passing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to be that cheap. I'm just going to end up spending $100 and some on a room for one night.
Where do you think you're going to end up being? Where?
I don't know. I mean, I could go with. I'm a Hilton guy.
Yeah.
The cheapest Hilton here tonight is Homewood Suites. It's $175 a night.
Yeah, I was looking at all that. I booked the lamplighter.
Yeah. I got some stories about the lamplighter. You're at a different one, though.
I am.
We used to have a regional down here, so
Yeah.
you know, and then of course they have the Greater Ozark. So,
Yeah.
Greater Ozark's open in this center. So, I've been down here. I know the proprietor. I know Steve Weimer very well. Very
Exactly.
good friend of mine.
Yep.
So I've been down here many, many times and stayed at the lamplighter, the one right down here, down in the corner.
Yeah.
And somebody got shot
In the parking lot.
in the alleyway behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guy was standing outside. His guy drove up. Pop, pop. We could hear the pops, and then look up. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I used to come down with Bill Utoff's group for the Greater Ozark, and I think every time there were police cars in the parking lot by the end of the night, everybody'd go over to Midnight Rodeo.
Oh, Midnight Rodeo with a rotating bar.
Yeah.
Is that place still open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah. You want to leave the stream, go over there right now?
I would. I love country music. Don't drink anymore. I mean, this is how long I've been coming down here. I just hit 25 years sober earlier this
Congrats
year.
again,
Back
by
in
the way.
March. Thank
Yep.
you. And when we first started coming down here, our team name
Yeah.
was "We're Here for the Beer."
Okay. That's
We
a long
bowled
time
Saturday
ago.
morning at 10 o'clock. And we started drinking right when we were done. The one year, probably shouldn't get this into it, but oh, what the hell? People either love me or hate me anyway. So we drank the whole time we bowled. Then when we got done, we went into the bar to drink, and they told us about the dollar draws that we didn't know about while we were bowling. The last count I remember was 16 cups. And they used to have a pool table right back over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I bent down to
I
put
actually remember that.
75 cents in the pool table, and I fell backwards. And you see that thing sitting right there in the middle of them steps?
Yep.
Yeah, I cracked my head wide open on that thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good. They had a gentleman here, used to always wear overalls. What was his name? God, I know you'd know him as often as you come down here too.
Yeah.
Used to always wear overalls. He sat there, held a cushion on my head. And then all these guys, all my friends that I used to come with, I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning in my bed, just covered. It wasn't quite. It was like midnight. I wake up, and they're all gone. They took me back to the hotel room, threw me in the hotel room, left me to sleep, and they all went out. Nice bunch of friends I have there, huh? I need to do a better job of picking friends, don't I, Mike?
At least they got you to a safe spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't die.
Right, exactly.
Didn't have a hematoma or something on my head, but I mean, as we've seen when I bowl, that's the best spot for me to, it's pretty indestructible up there.
What time do they start tomorrow? Do they tell you that?
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
a great
don't
question.
either. I'm guessing 9. That's what time I scheduled the
I
stream.
would tell you that I'm not going to sit here all night. I'm just going to call a couple games, but you know what's going to happen? I'll be here when we're done, waiting for the number.
You'll be sitting here like, well, Mike, it was a good year for the Cardinals.
Kind of like at the sweeper last night. When I was done, I was going to leave, and no, I was down here talking to you. Didn't leave the bowling center until 11:30 after they got done with the Calcutta and all that.
I'm going to go ask about what time this thing starts tomorrow.
Would you please? I'd like to know that.
And I'll leave the chat open for you here.
Oh, I haven't even been looking at the chat. I should get over there and read it and see if there's anything going on. I'll give a little update of what we got going on here. We're covering lanes 27, 28, 29, and 30, you can see here. And we've got Eric Sismoski and Matt Russo over there on 27. Jared Thompson and Jordan Horns on on 28. Looks like Steve Flagg, Sean Carson, Ryan Lane, and Terrence Bright. They're on 29 and 30 of the scores you can see. Yep, you can see Jordan there. He just didn't quite get that one there. And as Mike was saying, when you don't get it there, it doesn't see the friction, so it doesn't hook. Is there anything going on over here in the chat? Nice comment there, Chase. Yeah, everybody hit a thumbs up. Subscribe to Mike's channel. Help him out. If you're watching, you must enjoy it. Oh, and we got an update on scores. Leading this squad at 260 over are Jace Meyer and Darren Bloomquist. Second at 224 over are Brandon Pierce and Neil Cooley. They both bowled this morning. That's our re-entry. There we go. Bug Kroll and Blake Demore, 211 over. Bug started with 299. Blake bowled 279 game 2. Sitting in fourth, Christian Morris and Remington Bryant. I believe that young man won the sweeper last night. They're at 181 over after 2. Zach Rhodes and Eagle winner Alex George are sitting in 5th on the squad at plus 178. Casey Murphy and Austin Bolts, 175. Carl and Mike Williams at 171. Mike Dole and Kendall Martin, 169. Blake Starr, Jeff Hatt. Oh, Blake struggled a little bit that game. Blake bowled 300 the first game, had to make the flop, bowled 196 down on the low end. They're at 968. Ryan Stubblefield and Eric Sachs at 966. Nair and Keplinger at 956. Jordan Hones and Jared Thompson, 945. Prather and Briondo are 136 over. So 136 over is in 13th. So right now at the 70 a game, there's 15 teams currently on pace to beat that number after 2 games. Yeah, we were asking about, Mike and I were trying to figure out where Matt Russo, Eric is struggling. Yeah, Eric's at 366 and Matt Russo's at 506. So yeah, as Mike was saying, score's pretty high for this event. It's just getting it figured out, repeating some shots, throwing some strikes, figuring out the best way to do it. I can see a front six. There's one front six here over on 31 and 32. I don't know how to change everything, people. Sorry about that. So I can't change it to go over there, but
Chandler, yours ready? Chandler?
all right, folks, I'm going to go step out of the booth here for a second, take a little break, let you guys just chill and watch the action and not listen to any of our nonsense. And we'll be back in the booth in just a little bit.
Brooklyn, yours ready? Brooklyn?
All right, I'm back. We got
Will, your order
Cardinals
is ready.
game is
Will.
underway.
How come Wainwright's not pitching in one of these must-win games to advance?
He's been pretty bad down the stretch.
Has he?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the numbers are just far too better with Quintana, Michaelis, and Jordan Montgomery.
Oh, yeah, Montgomery's been huge since he came over from the Yankees, right?
Yeah. Jared and Jordan gonna potentially bowl 80 over.
Yeah, I ran through the scores. I gave the top 15. There's the.
Oh, they
there's
gave
the new
after
sheet.
two.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
brought it.
What did that? So what's that looking like now?
There was 15 teams on this squad that were 140 or more over.
Okay.
You were asking about Matt was right at 500. Russo was 500. Unfortunately, Eric bowled 160 last game, so
Okay.
He was at 360.
Okay.
Darren Galbraith got it figured out here in front of us. Darren's going for on pace for 279. Kelly, who decided to go ahead and really listen to me. He decided, spurs aren't important. He missed both the ones he left, and he's going to bowl 220. One of them was a split, in his defense. My pick's kind of, Jace just bowled 300.
What a nice little messenger there. I do have a few highlights from earlier today.
Yeah?
Yeah. Want to take a look at a couple of these?
Good highlights or blooper highlights?
Interesting ones.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so first of all, here's some crazy. Well, we'll watch Russo finish out his game.
Yeah, Matt's going for 250. These guys are going to have about 95 over this game, 93 to be exact if Matt strikes.
237 for Matt.
37, not 57.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
70 over. My bad. I looked from here. I thought he had 250. I didn't look at the screen.
Okay, so here's one interesting shot from earlier today. Watch the pin action here, and the release.
Nice.
Ready for this pin action?
Oh. I was watching you were watching the one on 37-38. I was watching the trip bucket over here. Did you notice the trip bucket
All
on
right,
the
let's
other
watch
one?
it again. No, I wasn't really paying attention.
Watch the trip bucket over here.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting, too. Yeah, I'm more interested in...
I didn't know which one. You got a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, it's a double highlight.
You got a 2-for-1
Okay, so
special.
that was earlier today. And now, let me show you another one here. Watch this one. Tell me if this ball hits the pocket.
Oops. Oops. Oh, wrap 10.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that count?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you hit a golf ball off a tree
That's true.
and it goes into the hole, it counts.
Yeah,
Why
that's true.
shouldn't that count?
Here's Prather earlier today. Borrowing the second arrow.
That's pretty good.
And here's Ryan Barnes earlier. Oh, what the heck happened on that one?
Whoops.
I don't think it liked me. I don't think it liked me doing that.
Got Ryan there with a dance.
All right. I don't remember what was going on here, but you're in it for some reason.
I'm in it. I struck.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here.
This was A squad because
Yeah.
the other reason we bowled good is because I bowled first.
Oh, I think that's when I was practicing my replay.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some highlights from earlier today.
And that was when I was dressed inappropriately.
Correct.
Yes. Hey, you didn't have to listen to me and miss them all.
That's like the story of my life right now, dude. Can't make one.
Oh, Tim's six pin is what it was. See, we've had people watching all day, so they know what that was.
How about a leadoff double for your Cardinals?
I know,
there, buddy?
I know. He's cracking the pepper. He does this stupid thing where he cracks pepper.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't even know who it is.
There's no
Baseball season's over
Lars
for me.
Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Mm-hmm. He's good friends with John McFlabber-Woozy. Yeah.
How about this? That's interesting. Guy walked down to get a pin on 34 and stepped over onto the lane on 35.
Yeah.
Put his feet in the gutter on 35 to get a pin on 34.
So here, let's take a look at that highlight again.
Okay.
We're actually going to be watching lane 26 for Tim Barron's six pin, I think. Oh, nope. This is the Prather
This is
one
Prather
again.
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
never mind. This just isn't going to work. There's Chris Prather striking at will earlier today, and it wasn't enough to make it.
That wasn't a replay. That was just him throwing another shot, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he looks like every shot, right?
All right, back to this. My replays are all messed up.
Do you need me to call Brian Kane, get him in here to
No,
help to run
no, that's all right.
I mean, if you're listening, we miss you. I wish you were here.
He's breaking cards online right now.
He's breaking cards online. You got him into the card game too?
No, all these people have been in it before me.
Oh, okay. So he got you in.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we just happen to have a mutual interest.
Oh, people like the same things you like?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Well, and just like that, we're headed into game number 4 here.
Wow, we're already halfway done.
And let's go. Where do we want to go? Let's spread the love. Let's go over here, 35 through 38.
Hey, that looks familiar. I just saw him bounce the ball out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Mr. Michael Brownlee.
I don't agree with batting pool hole second in this game either.
Did you put in your application?
I really should.
You should. You'd make a great manager.
I think I would.
I really need Darren to get the first one here. My guys that just bowled 5-0, 550 are now about to bowl 450. I suppose that's better than 360. That's what we did. Mike, when are we going to bowl a doubles tournament? We need to do that.
I know. Here's the difference.
Oh, Kerry.
Here's the difference between me and you, though.
Okay.
I know what to do. I can't execute it.
Okay.
You can execute it. You don't know what to do.
Okay. So you can line me up and I can give you tips. All
Yeah,
know
you
what
can
I
you
mean?
can
You
teach
think-
me how to get good
would
timing
be
and
okay?
repeat my shots. Yeah, exactly.
See, would we make a
Exactly.
great doubles team?
We would. I'd be like, dude, if I had your physical game and your repeatability, I'd be leading the tournament by 1,000.
And I could look at you and go, man, if I knew how to read lanes like you, I'd be leading this thing by 1,200.
I know. Yep.
Is there any way we can meld ourselves into one
Boy,
here?
that would be nice. That would be really nice.
You think if we got a big old jumpsuit and both got in there and tried to bowl at the same time, we could use the best of each of us?
We could be one of those horses, but you got to be in the back.
I gotta be in the back.
One of those horse suits.
Oh. All right, let's steer this thing back onto the rails. We're getting a little
Oh, I
bit
think
off
we're
the
good. No,
rails.
I think
Okay.
we're good. I think we're in good shape. It's about 8 o'clock in the Midwest. It's the third squad of a bowling tournament. I think we're good.
Yeah, 450 isn't going to kill them, but it's not, you know what I mean? That's only 20 off the pace, so. $794 and 716. That's going to put them to a 310 over after 3. That's on pace. We've got a couple of young studs over there on the other. Keplinger and Nyer and Gidrash, Brad Brooks. TJ, is that on is 31 and 32 on that other pair? Yeah, it is. TJ Rock, Brandon Bonta. What, Mike, would you look, how many teams have to beat us for us to not make it? Can you tell me that? How many teams off of
How
this?
many teams have to beat you guys? Yeah.
What spot were we in after the two squads combined?
15th,
And what did he say they're taking?
27, right?
So 13 teams have to beat us? Oh, we're in. I think we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
I just got a text from my wife asking if we were still good, so I just... I must have the air on in here. I'm getting all stuffy.
Oh.
That air conditioning normally gets me. I'm not cold or anything, but I'm all stuffy.
Yep, there is on.
AJ, yours ready, AJ?
Any standings for the first 3 games yet? We have standings after 2 currently right here. Figured we'd probably get something out here maybe in another game. Let me see if check Inside Bowling Twitter. The combined standings are up on Twitter right now. We'll probably put one up after like 3 games.
Huh. Well, how's my luck going? The hotel that I've been him-hawing about is now sold out.
And how much was that one?
175.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Have you gone to Priceline yet?
yeah.
What's Priceline looking like?
They're still too expensive for what you're getting, but I suppose I'm only sleeping for a couple of hours.
I'm gonna look on mine, see what I get. Springfield. Mo. Checking in today, checking out tomorrow. $2.5 express deal for 95.
Yep.
Sleep in 98. Days in is 63. Econo Lodge 62. Lamplighter South is 85. Extended stay is 72. Battlefield.
Wow.
That ain't awful.
No, what chain are they? Do you know?
I don't.
Because I'm a member of Choice, Hilton, Marriott, Wyndham.
I think if I had to pick, there's extended stay American Suite Springfield right here for 98.
Yeah.
Harper just hit a bomb. Yep, that's your best bet, dude.
Yeah. I've for years I would just book the cheapest room, but man, ever since I joined and get the rewards, now I like to stay at a place where I get the rewards. Those things add up. We've taken a couple of free vacations with the points, and I just think that's worth it. We talked a little bit about that. Was that in Waterloo we were talking about that, where you and Kim had started investing in that, and how good of a deal that is? Some of the perks that these credit cards stuff give you.
Yep.
You got to start paying attention. They're giving away too much stuff.
I think we were at that. We were at some PBA 50 stop. It was me, you, and Craig.
Yeah, because Craig was talking about how he does the miles.
There still comes a point, though, where difference between paying 80 and 160 for points. I don't know if it.
Well, right. But paying 112 and getting points.
Yeah, that's not bad. Jordan Horns is yelling at the pins. Bounce out of here. We'll head over to our other pairs, where we have Michael Holloman, Parker Capra. Alec Keplinger, Anthony Nyer. Gid Rash, Brad Brooks. And then Chelsea Marrow and J.J. Masney.
Oh, sorry, folks. My nose is starting to run. I need to. It's annoying.
All right, I do have scores after 3 here. $15.25 for Rhodes and George.
After 3?
Yep. So that's 325 over.
Yep.
310 over is Meyer and Bloomquist.
Yep.
301 over is Kroll and Demore. 278 over is Nyer and Keplinger. 251 over, you can have it,
Okay.
is Morris and Bryant. 248 over is Cooley and Pierce. Also 248 over is Fujita and Parks. Murphy and Bolds are 231 over. So what are you counting there? What do you got there?
14 teams are currently on our 70 a game pace.
It goes down.
14 teams are 210 over.
Yep, it goes down a team a game, right? Each game it's gone down one team into the cut.
No, that time it actually went up.
What was it? Wasn't it 16, 15, 14?
Well, the last ones they showed us that 140 over ended on the first sheet, didn't it?
Yeah, 140 over.
Yeah, this time it's flipping to get to 210 is clear over on the back sheet, so the scores must have went up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, 540, 490, 520, 470, 520, 470, 470, 480. Yeah, 470, 490, 440. 512, 424, 467. You gotta love the bracket play here. Think they did this on purpose? They tied at 212. Do you think they did that so they can both advance in no brackets? With 212?
I don't even know if they got enough people to run brackets this
Just
set.
trying to be funny.
I actually forget about brackets anymore.
We just played some team brackets there that last set. We didn't even play any individual brackets.
Did you make a little bit?
We made a little bit. We invested what we got back off of our first squad, which we kind of took a bath, but we did get some back, and we almost doubled that. Would have been nice if we could thrown that. You know, we started with 460. We could have thrown that 360 in there on the end and put all them 500s that we pulled all right together. At least we put 3 of them together. That makes for a pretty good set. When you can go 510, 520, 510 in a doubles event, that's normally some pretty good scores.
I've never seen a Rubik's Cube spare ball, but I just saw,
Really?
yeah, Thompson throw one.
So many companies out there, you can probably make pretty much anything you want inside a bowling ball these days.
Yeah, this is like a visible ball or an on-the-ball design. Kind of squeeze a little bit here too when you know you got to bowl big scores.
Yeah, that could definitely happen.
We got standings up after 3 over on Twitter. If you guys want to go check out the standings. I just pinned it in the chat. Nice bowling today, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think you were the high right-hander. I think so.
Yeah, I think Nate's ball was hooking the wrong way today.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. We won't tell anybody you were throwing a backup ball.
Yeah, his ball was hooking the wrong way. You know, but it's a good thing that he struck a lot so that the squad could actually get done. Because, I mean, if he had to throw 2 shots every frame, it would
don't
take
even.
forever.
No, don't. I
I gave you my joke yesterday.
I shut that down. I shut that down.
He did get me yesterday. I was giving him a hard time. He was waiting, and we were waiting in line up there to pay or get paid or something. He goes, "I'm already done, man. I'm out of here. I got done before you did. I'm out of here." I don't know what's going on with my website here. It won't let me book this room.
You staying at the Ritz-Carlton?
No.
What is a re-entry? It's when you enter the tournament and you don't make it with your partner, you can pay money again and try it again. That's a re-entry.
one game under 256.
What was that?
One game under 256.
Yeah, it was 190. That was last night. Every game for the every game for the rest of the weekend was 256 or more.
We got Martell
I think he's bragging.
up here.
He's bowled 11
Hanging
games
out.
this weekend, and he's bowled one game under 256.
His low game in this tournament is 256. I'd just go with that. I'd just say during qualifying today for 7 games, my low game was 256. That sounds way better. Michael Martell today. Bowled 265, 290, 270, 259, 257, 258, 256. It's ridiculous.
Well, I do like the trend. If you notice that, his last 4 games, he's getting worse. So
Yeah.
as he bowls tomorrow, he's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse as he goes tomorrow, because he's trending down.
Yep.
Unlike me, I mean, the cagey veteran myself, I was trending up.
What's up, Clay Can Play TV? In the chat.
I'm a glutton for punishment sitting in bowling alleys all day long, Michael.
Why is that?
This is just exciting.
Yeah.
What do we got going on in here? Anything exciting? Looks like the scores might be staying a little more consistent so far, this squad. Didn't you say? Well, no, you said after 3 they start dropping, right?
Yep.
So this is game 4, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. They maul them for 3 games.
Did you find out what time we bowl tomorrow?
Yes. 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Check in or start?
Start. Check
What's
in.
the format?
Check in 7:30. 5 games.
Then what? We're done?
Then top 16 go to Baker best of 7.
Top 16. Okay.
Yep.
And we were in 15th now. So I'm just going to say that, let's say 6 teams. So we'll have a shot. We'll have to eliminate our
nice,
190 games.
nice conversion there.
Should we replay that? Oh, get the replay. Hurry.
I got this thing on 20 seconds now.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. You just saw it here, but we'll play it again. This is there we go.
Oh, J.J. Mastney making the 2-4-6-10. Oh, with the bounce out even. You gotta like that.
Yeah. It's my slow motion sound effects.
I like it. Not really, but I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I thought. Oh.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that. What's coming up next, Mike? You got anything going on? You going to be doing anything on your channel here? Got any college bowling or anything?
I am going to work a card show next weekend, my first one ever in Ogden. That will not be live streamed.
Working a card show. What are you doing there?
Setting up a card, a booth, baseball cards.
Oh, so you're going to sell your cards?
Yep, next weekend,
Gotcha.
Friday and Saturday
Okay.
in Ogden, Utah. And then the following weekend, I'll be in Memphis streaming the Nightmare Doubles.
Okay. When's that?
Weekend after next.
So is that like 15, 20? What weekend? I'm drawing a blank here. So that'd be the 22nd, 23rd. I wonder why I'm not bowling that, but
Yep.
I'm not. Oh, we got a Greater Iowa. 23rd, 24th.
21st, 22nd, and 23rd in Memphis.
Yeah. Bowling. We got a Greater Iowa that weekend.
Yep. And then I've got holiday doubles in December, and I think I'm going to Vegas, but it's not confirmed yet for Ron Moore's event for Bowl TV.
What a great event. You still doing any of the, you used to do some conference, some of the NCAA tournaments, right?
I do the Southland Bowling League every year in March.
Is that their conference finals that
Yeah.
you do? Is that what you cover?
Automatic bid into the championship, yeah.
Is that Vanderbilt and Stephen F. Austin and Arkansas State and all them teams?
Yep.
Are they all in that?
Yep. La Tech.
La Tech, Sam Houston, Stephen F. Austin, Vanderbilt, Arkansas State. That's a pretty good bowling program.
Oh,
right there.
yeah, it's insane. It's really good.
Is Nebraska part of that?
No, they're in a different one.
Are they in a conference? I guess I should know a little bit more about that. I don't even know if the.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how they get their berth. I'm sure they get in through something.
It's kind of convoluted there with, they got the NCAA, you got the NAIA, you got the USBC Collegiate, you got NJTCA or something like that. There's so many different varieties of. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I had Nair and Keplinger as a lock here,
and they just bowled 4-0.
Yeah, but it is game 4, so
Yep.
that's what we see in game 4. Game 4, a lot of teams bowl pedestrian. It's amazing. It's amazing to think about that, how that works. Holloman can only bowl 2-teen. Capra can only bowl 2-12.
Where are they at?
27-28.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you look, 403, sub 400, and two teams that are going to kind of.
Is Parker a left-hander? I've heard the name. I've never seen him bowl. I guess I'll pay attention here.
No, he's right-handed.
Is he right-handed?
Yeah.
I've heard the name before, but I've never seen the young man bowl. Pretty good, right?
I think he bowls the Arkansas stuff. A lot of these teams are going to be at the Nightmare Doubles in 2 weeks. Park Point. Let me just explain. I'm not going to answer your questions because that'll just confuse me. The top 27 come back tomorrow morning. All 27 of those teams make money. They all cash in the tournament. Then we're going to cut from 27 down to 16. The top 16 are going to be seeded into a bracket where they bowl head-to-head in single elimination matches. Those matches consist of 7 Baker games. 7 Baker games to advance.
Do you know, Mike, are there any buys?
I don't know. I'm not sure on that one.
You think I might know since I'm bowling the event?
Yeah, I read the flyer, and I don't remember seeing anything about that on the flyer. Parker's from Houston.
From Houston. Be flying down there later this year. Bowl the over under 50 they have done in Houston. I'll go down and bowl with Sean Lavery.
Very nice. We might have 3 of the 4 teams bowl sub 400, and the team that bowls 400 is only going to be 3 over
Oh, wow.
on these 2 pairs.
Time's it getting to be 8:20.
Yep.
What's going on in your baseball game over there?
Still 1-0. Yadier Molina just went up and ate a cheeseburger and got out.
1-0.
Harper hit a home run.
Oh, Harper hit a home run. Sorry. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He hit it
My bad.
in the top of the second.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was 1-0 because didn't the Cardinals leadoff guy have a double? I thought. So I
He
thought
did.
When you said 1-0, I thought maybe it was Cardinals. My bad.
He did. Donovan struck out. Then, I'm sorry, Pujols struck out. Goldschmidt struck out. And Arenado hit it to the warning track.
WTP.
Arenado's hit 2 of them to the warning track in 2 days. I wish he'd have did a few steroids before this series. Nice 210 conversion there.
Same guy that just made the 2-4-6-10.
Yeah, yeah.
Made the 210.
And they are going to get to 400. Well, he's going to get 6. But overall median score across these 4 teams is about 203 a man, which is much lower. And the pace of play is all screwed up now. Because as soon as these guys are done, there's a break in the action over here, and we've got some players down here that are already in frame 4.
Yep.
Packy's pair got done a whole game before anybody else, last squad. The sheet came out, and they already had their game 7 when they were giving the game 6 scores out.
Huh.
So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for
That
this
pair
game.
must have thrown a lot of strikes then.
Yeah, they were bowling really fast. Okay, game number 5 coming up. We'll take you to game 5 underway. 35 through 38.
Got Anthony Nyer, Alec Keplinger, Gid Rash, and Brad Brooks. TJ Rock, Brandon Bonta, Mike Dole, and Kendall Martin.
So Yachty ate a cheeseburger and got out. And now, in the bottom of the 3rd, Aaron Nola just walked. Who did he just walk? Tommy Edman. So now we go to the top of the order, Tom.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to bring up a young man by the name of Newt Barr.
Newt Barr.
Newt Barr. Lars Newt Barr, lefty-righty matchup here in favor of the Cardinals. And Edman's got speed. He stole 30 bases this year. Watch Tommy Edman. We got a right-handed pitcher on the mound, Tom.
Real Muto's going to throw him out if he steals. Oh, he was going too. Did you see
Oh,
the fake?
he's leaning.
He's leaning.
He's leaning.
Real Muto's going to throw him out if he's catching. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even follow Phillies. So it's still JT Real Muto catching.
Yeah.
I just know they got the best left fielder in baseball playing for the Phillies. He looked way better in Cub Blue.
Well, maybe he'll go back and finish his career there.
You let him walk for $8 million, and instead you paid Jock Peterson 10. Same guy.
Yep.
Except for Schwarber had the lore and the love of Cub fans, I thought. He was my favorite player. Just looks like the guy that's bringing the beer to the softball game.
Yep.
That's what I would say. Man, when he hits them, they go a long way. Got cheated out of the home run derby title when it was in Washington because they were pitching to Harper too fast so Harper could catch him. They weren't letting the ball hit the ground like the rules say. Should have been a big controversy. They should have,
Over a home run derby?
Yes. Big controversy, man. They should have delved into that.
Okay.
I'm a fan. Short for fanatic.
You should work for USBC. You're a
I should
you're a
work for
rules
USB.
guy.
I'm a rules
You
guy.
are a rules guy.
I'm a rules
Every
guy.
time something happens in a tournament, you got your phone out checking it. Is that legal? Is that legal? Oh man, home run derby. Out of all the damn things, a home run derby. There's this controversy over the ball hitting the ground before Bryce Harper had a pitch coming to him.
Hey, man, it's today's world, man.
You-
You
you
got to be
need- you-
controversial.
Hello, Chad? Hey man, what's going on? Oh, you're listening right now? Yeah, oh yeah, I think Hess is a shoo-in for director of rules. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, he knows them all.
Hey, but I was right.
You are right.
I
you
was
are,
right.
You are a rules guy. You should be a police officer.
No.
Woo,
No.
woo,
No.
woo.
No.
What was I doing wrong, officer? Well, you see that sign right there? It says 35. You were going 36. The limit is 35. It's not, this is the minimum. It's the limit. I'm only going to give you a warning today because it's only one over. But I'm telling you, I catch you next time going 2 over. Rules are rules, pal.
You've ridden with me, bud. No way am I giving anybody a ticket. I might give somebody a ticket for going 1 under. I ain't giving them a ticket for going 15 over.
I'm telling
Speed
you
it
right
up.
now.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, man. You are a rules guy.
Well, yeah, they're more apt to get a ticket for just cruising in the left lane than they are for going too fast. Always timing him up.
Pool holes.
He had time to take 4 steps to second base,
He
decide he wasn't going to beat him,
dude,
and then go ahead and
Pool
throw
hole sits
Pujols
into
out.
more double plays than.
But that wasn't a double play. That was only one. He didn't get to second base. He decided he wasn't going to beat the guy to second, right?
Yeah, but it could have been a double.
Who hits into more double plays, Jason Hayward or Albert Pujols?
I don't even say that guy's name out loud because he's not a major leaguer. No, the chat is not being ignored. We see you guys.
Oh. What are we ignoring?
Addo Bash says leaving can't take the chat about other things, everything non-bowling. See ya. Let's see. What's the current cut score for the top 27? That's difficult to figure out.
It's going to be somewhere around 480 over.
Yeah,
That's going to be close.
we've talked about that a lot.
Scooby, it's the third weekend of December, and it's at Don Ellis's place. Gosh darn it, I wish.
And bowling with a hoodie on, you're allowed to bowl in hoodies in this tournament, and it's a little chilly in this building. What else you guys want to know?
I would, first off, I would like to apologize for offending the people and not talking bowling for 14 hours today, Mike.
I'll take the scoreboards off the screen and just call out all the scores.
There you go.
So back in the day, that's what this was. You didn't have built-in picture-in-picture scoreboards, so you had to tell people what the scores were.
Yeah, Scooby, we're at Emerald Bowl, December 16th, 17th, and 18th over in Houston. It's PBA over under 50 tournament. See some great players if you want to come out and watch.
Boog's whacking him again. He's 230 over for 4. Blake at 107. Austin and Casey are struggling. They're only 220.
I'm going to go ahead and switch over there. Get a look at some other players here.
We might be careful. We don't want to offend the people that don't want to listen to bowling all day. We should just keep talking about things other than bowling.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Need to make all the fans happy. Some want bowling, you know. Maybe I should talk bowling and you should talk about other things. That would be interesting.
Yeah, sure. What was the lock? Somebody had a lock pick. I think it was Oregon over 70 or something like that
Yeah.
in the chat. Somebody said Oregon
I haven't
over
even
70.
looked at college football scores today. Been stuck inside a bowling center all day.
Yeah, I saw Clay. I'll see you in Memphis. Looking forward to it as well.
Is there any upsets or anything today in football, Mike? You know,
I don't know about that necessarily. I don't think there were.
Notre Dame, unranked Notre Dame's beating BYU right now.
Yeah, and Shay's at the game. That's why he's not here.
Oh, okay.
He's in Vegas.
Oh, is that game going on in Vegas?
Mm-hmm. Allegiant Stadium.
You know what that reminds me of? When you look at Allegiant Stadium, it looks like a Roomba so big it can suck for 4 months on a single charge.
Yeah. Looks like a Roomba.
But you got to throw the can suck for 4 months on a single charge, you know, with the Raiders in there.
Uh-huh.
Texas A&M Alabama tied.
Well, we should have a Game 4 update here shortly. Check my inbox. Not quite yet.
God, Vegas is good. Wasn't the spread on the Michigan? I think the spread on the Michigan-Indiana game was 22.5 or 22, and Michigan won by 21. It's amazing how close they get on those numbers.
Yeah, most of the time. Who did Tim bowl with? He bowled with A.J. Rice. If you go to that pinned comment at the top of the chat, you can head over to Twitter and you can see all the standings from A and B combined. You'll see how they fared. But if you don't want to look it up, which is cool, they are third overall right now. Tim bowled 1624. A.J. Rice had 1802. I mentioned that at the top of the show.
402.
Maui Joey, aloha, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. You as well. So there were how many scores were inside that the number we're looking at from this squad? You said
Well, that
15?
would be 410. That would be 210, right, for 3 games. So there's 13. No, there's more than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 people were 210 on. Were at pace for 70 over.
What does that number shrink to this game?
11.
I was going to say 10.
All right, if I'm right, I'm going to my hotel. If you're right, I'll stay.
Oh, jeez.
You've never wanted to be wrong more in your life, have you?
I got the standings right here in my phone. Sent to me. What's the number we would need then? 280?
280.
So that would be 1,600. So 1880.
Yep.
1880 and above. Tom, you're going to shit. All right. Zach Rhodes and Alex George, 1947. Jace Meyer and Darren Bloomquist, 1944.
I like that.
Kroll and DeMore, 1943. Morris and Bryant, 1932. Rock and Bonta, 1895. Williams and Williams, 1882. Nyer and Keplinger, 1881. You said 280, right?
But that, yeah.
280. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 teams are 280 over or more after
Wow.
4 games.
1410 is right? After 1410 is 200 over, right? Yeah, because 4 games.
Yeah, it's 700, 700, 700.
Yeah.
Or 70, 70, 70. Right? It's 210.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 280 would be 4 games.
Yeah.
And
So 4 teams fell off the pace.
no more than that.
Oh, no.
There's
9 teams fell off the pace.
So there's 7 that are over the pace
It
now.
went from 16 to 9.
And what did I say at the top of the show? The teams maul them,
For 3 games.
and then
Yep.
and that's what just happened again.
Yep. And, you know, we're watching Keplinger and Nyer right here in front of us, and they just bowled 4-0. Right now they've got a good solid 460 or 70 going.
Yeah.
Well, and then so TJ Rock and Brandon Bonta, which you just mentioned, now they're not going to bowl 400 this game.
Yeah, we'll go over
TJ
there.
Rock just bowled 172, and Brandon can strike out for 226, which is only 398. And
So that's-
Brandon 10 pins, so he's going to bowl 206. So they're going to bowl 20 under this game.
Right.
So they're going to fall off pace.
Yep. Because oil is removed from the front part of the lane and it's pushed down the lane, and you got to make a ball change. And you don't have 10 minutes of practice to figure it out. It's on the fly.
Okay.
So there you go. Goes all the way down to 7. And now we'll see scores kind of creep up. It'll bounce up to 8 or 9. And then it'll hover somewhere around 8. Probably 8. 8 will probably get in off this squad. It'll go back up a little bit.
I bet 9. They're taking 27. I bet it ends up being perfectly symmetrical.
9 from every single one.
I bet it ends up being 9 from every squad.
I do probably need to go double check that they are taking 27 because the math is 26.75.
Ooh, they'd be better off
I just want to.
symmetry-wise to take 26.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go double check.
Okay, you go double check. I'm going to take a break while Mike's doing that too, and we'll be back here shortly.
Hey, everybody, just so you know, they are taking 26. 26, not 27. The last cash spot gets 900. Prize fund is 10,000, 5,000, 2,500, 1,500, 1,200. 13 through 16th get 1,000, and then 17 through 26th, 990 all the way down to 900. So that's an update. Supposed to start at 8:30 tomorrow, but some players have been told 9 o'clock. So it is 8:30 tomorrow is what time we start here. 8:30 tomorrow morning is the start time. We're going to continue to step away for a little bit. We'll be right back with game number 6. right, so 269 for Nyer, 224 for Keplinger. Excuse me, 214 for Keplinger if he spares this. So they're going to pick up a little bit here. Rash, 210. 233 for Brad Brooks if he finishes it up here. Rock and Bonta had 377, 465 for Dole and Martin. All right. Head over to 27 through 30 now, where these guys are just finishing out. Looks like we've got 430-ish left for Victor and Ryan. Looks like Xander and Zeke can still get to about 40 over as well. 430-ish left for Brandon and Neil Cooley. And looks like 420-ish here. So about a 210, 215 average here across these four teams. How is one group so much farther ahead of the other? They just bowl faster and get out of whack. It's been going on the last two squads for whatever reason. Why does it say Game 7 up there? It's not supposed to say Game 7. It's Game 5. I had uploaded the images, and I guess it just decided to go right over. All right, so we have no bowling here and no bowling over on 35 through 38. So we have a a break in the action here. When we come back, we'll have game number 6 coming up for you here in just a moment here on Inside Bowling. And it looks like everybody will probably be starting around the same time. So I'll switch the graphic over to game 6. Be right back. All right, everybody. I'm back. Got a special guest. This young man hit me up a couple weeks ago. Was like, hey, Mike, you're coming to Springfield. You're going to be streaming this tournament. I do some streaming of my own. I work over at Enterprise. So introduce yourself to the crowd, everybody.
All right, hey y'all. My name is Tucker Haynes. I'm a sports and esports commentator based here in Springfield, Missouri.
I love it.
And basically, he explained it about as well as anyone could. I saw that he was coming to Springfield, to my home alley of Enterprise Park Lanes, and I decided to hit him up, see if I could hop on the mic a little bit, and, well, here I am.
Beautiful. Well, yeah, thanks for hopping in. So what is your duties here this evening at the bowling center?
Well, right now, of course, I am working here, so my job down here is basically I'm watching for deadwood, so if we do see a pin pop out, I might have to run and go get that. But
I'd figure I'd bring you in for half a game here, let you hang out with me a little bit. I appreciate you hitting me up prior to the tournament. So you call esports. I watched a little bit of your demos. Have you ever wanted to call bowling before?
I have. I actually saw your tournament last year. And I debated coming up here and asking if I could hop on the mic, but I was busy that weekend with the tournament. So,
yeah, and I don't want to get you in trouble either with them saying, "Oh, we're paying them to sit in the clock, and we're got Mike over here." But I wanted to bring you in for like a half a game, give you a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
So you want to call some action here? What do you want to call here? You want to get in on this?
Yeah, I'd love to, Mike.
All right. So here in front of us, what we have is we have lanes 27, 8, 29, and 30. We got Eric Jones and James Cantera. We got Riley Patton and Brendan Smith, and then we got Blake Starr, and we got Jeff Hyatt, and then we got I need to check my sheet here because it's hard to read on the scores there.
Cole Munley and Sammy Calderon.
Oh, see, look, you're already doing better than me. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go get the Deadwoods now. Yep. So that's what we have right here. So we kind of call it out like this. What do we have left? In the scores here. We're looking up there. We're looking at. We still got that's 146, 176, 206. We got 236 left here for Riley. 98, 128, 158, 188, 218, 248. We got 248 left there for Brendan. And looking around, though, everybody's got about 100 in the fifth, roughly, right? So they're kind of pacing at 200 if you do 20 a frame, right? So that's kind of how we call that out. But we did just get scores delivered to us by the lane runner here. And right now, leading this squad is Boog Kroll and Blake Demore. They are 403 over. And we figure that out because there are 5 games, 2 bowlers each. That would be 2,000 if they bowled 200. They got 2403, so 403 over for this squad. And then Zweig and Oviatt are 370 over. Nyer and Keplinger are now 364 over. Meyer and Bloomquist are 354 over. Morris and Bryant are 347 over. Horns and Thompson are 343 over. Dole and Martin are 341 over. Stubblefield and Sachs are 338 over. 312 over is Bonta and Galbraith. And then Murphy and Bolds 306 over. So we're kind of pacing through the first 2 squads that 70 over a game is going to make the cut. So through 5 games, that would be 350 over. And currently right now, we have 4 teams 350 over or better through 5 games. So scores are lower on this squad. That's how we figure that one out.
All right.
Yeah. So you love bowling? You like bowling a lot?
Yeah, I've been bowling off and on since I was 3 years old. So
really?
Yeah, I've been around bowling alleys, mainly this bowling alley. I started out in Sunshine Lanes just down Sunshine from here when I was like 3. Ever since I turned 7, I've been coming here at Enterprise quite a bit. So do the math. I'm 17 right now. I'm bowling about 14 years off and on. And
what do you average?
I like to say I average over 200.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's what I like to say. That's what I like to say.
Okay. Are you borderline 200?
I'm borderline 200. That's the thing.
So I'm going to teach you something. This is a life lesson, and everybody at home listening as well can tune into this. You always want to under-promise and over-deliver.
I've heard that before.
Okay? So if I made this mistake one time. I'm going to tell you. It's a bowling story, okay? I was a sales director at a bowling center at a very young age. And being up in league bowlers year after year is like a really big deal, okay? I was able to acquire some leagues from other centers that weren't happy and do a bunch of things. So we were going to be up about 200 league bowlers. But we had the chance to be up 300 league bowlers. So my district manager came to me, and if everybody showed up that said they were going to show up, we were going to be up 300 league bowlers. So when he came in, he goes, hey, how's fall looking? I'm like, we're going to be up 300 league bowlers. He goes, 300 league bowlers? He's like, you're going to be the only center in my entire zone that's even up league bowlers this year. 300? I said, oh, yeah, 300. He goes, show me. I showed him all the different names. He's like, okay, I'm going to put you down at 300. We came in 225 league bowlers up. Nobody else in the entire zone or district was up league bowlers at all. Okay? Do you know I got in trouble?
Really?
Because he forecasted to his boss that we were going to be up 300. And we only came in at 225. Everybody else said we're going to be down 100. They were down 100. We're going to be down 150. They were down 150. So I overpromised and underdelivered. All I had to do was go in and tell the dude, we're going to be up 100 league bowlers. And he goes, okay. And then when I call him up and go, hey, man, we're up 200 league bowlers. We did better than we thought. Then it's a celebration. But because I came in at 300 and we came in at 200, that was a problem. So when you say you like to say you're a 200 average bowler, I'd rather you come in and say I'm a 190 average bowler. And then when we get out on the lanes, I'm expecting 190 out of you. And when you pop 210, 215, I'm like, damn, this guy's getting better. Instead of you having to put the pressure on yourself bowling 200 and you bowl 191, now I'm disappointed. But if you tell me your average is 190 and you bowl 191, I'm like, oh, that's what he told me he was going to shoot. See?
Yeah.
That's a life lesson in anything you do ever.
I'm going to have to keep that in mind for
anything. Like parents, hey, we need you to cut the grass. What can you get done today? Just say, oh, I can cut the grass. Oh, can you do a little more? Okay, I'll rearrange the refrigerator. Then when they get home and the refrigerator's rearranged, the grass has been cut, the laundry's been done, the house has been vacuumed, they go, oh, my God. And then the next time you go, hey, what time's my curfew tonight? Oh, midnight. Well, the party's going to be over at 1. Can we make it 1? You got leverage. You got leverage, man.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I know. I'm telling you, this is stuff you learn over time.
The life advice from Mike is
that's it.
A+ here.
Absolutely. That's how you do it. Well, Game 6 is coming to an end.
Yeah, the scores have definitely dropped off from earlier in the squad.
You nailed it. Yep.
The lanes change and the scores change as well.
They do.
The lanes change, the oil changes, the angles you have to play change, and that ultimately means the scores change in about probably 90% of the case. I don't know if there's any bowler here that is still averaging what they were averaging 3-4 games ago.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, they transition. It's also cooler. Earlier in the day, there was sunshine shining into the bowling center. You know, I think they still got skylights in here somewhere, don't they? Or
somewhere. I think there's one.
Yeah, but it was gleaming through this over here. It was actually impacting the scoring units.
Yeah, well, it is about 9:13 p.m. Central Time.
Yep.
The sun is long gone, and
oh yeah,
so are a lot of the higher scores. We got Ryan Scott right in front of us, bowling at 232 though, and Xander 256. Love that man.
Yeah, Xander is bowling pretty good right here.
Shout out to Zeke with a possible 200 in the 10th.
Yeah.
Got to get these next two. See if he gets it.
Yep, that's right
Is he
here
on
in front
camera
of us.
here?
No,
he's
just
a little off.
Just off, yeah.
He's just a little bit off. He's on lane 34, so if you want to watch your right side of the screen, you can see if he strikes out. Needs 2 more for 200.
Yeah, we can make it a little bit easier on everybody. We could go over to this one right here.
All right, that'll work out.
He'll be up on the left lane.
There he is.
As Neil Cooley just got 9.
Yeah, his name's a little bit off center, but you can still see it. Lane 34.
Yep, right here. Zeke. Looking. Oh my God!
Oh, he pulled it.
You totally just jinxed them, dude. That's the announcer jinx.
I did. In the esports industry, we call that the caster curse.
He missed the head pin left.
Yep. So he can still shoot 190, but he's got a 136 to take care of. He can chop this.
He can chop it. Absolutely, he can.
And now it's
Not throwing
the
backup.
backup ball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the backup ball.
He said, I'm not chopping that. No
He's
chance.
not chopping.
In the esports world, they call that a what?
A caster curse.
Caster curse. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that one.
Yeah.
So when you call it esports, that's pretty quick moving.
It is a lot faster than traditional sports such as bowling, football, basketball, all that.
So what sports have you commentated?
Traditional sports, I've commentated football, and of course right now here on the mic for a bowling stream.
Right. What about, have you done Rocket League?
I have done Rocket League. That's the game I do the most of. Actually, I just commentated a Rocket League game about 6-7 hours ago.
Okay, so could you give me an example? If I give you, do you use the screen names?
Yep.
You use the screen names. Okay. All right, Chad, help me out. Let's put together some Rocket League screen names, and we're gonna have my man here make up like a fake little announcing of it. So my name on PlayStation is Pulse 911. Okay, so that's me. I'm playing, and I'm gonna put my brother on there as well. Racin' Rich. And anybody got any names here that I'm going to give you guys in the chat a couple of seconds here to give me a name or two, screen names for PlayStation. Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. I'm going to even let them. Titty Honker. Okay. All right, and you're going to have to keep a straight face doing this, okay?
Yeah, that's what I excel in.
J Bones 56. Okay.
I'm serious 100% of the time.
All right,
Except
J-Bones 56. Okay, so Racin' Rich and Pulse 911 are on the same team. Titty Honker and J-Bones 56. All right, man, Rocket League, all of a sudden the game is getting ready to start. This is the blue team, and this is the orange team, right?
We need some team names, too.
Orange. Oh, you need team names?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so this is Team Hoth, O-H-O-T-H. And this is the Bloogers. The Bloogers. All right, can you handle that?
Team Hoth and the Bloogers.
Yep, here we go. And take it away, Rocket League.
Rocket League, hold on. Let me create a full-on
Yep,
game in my mind.
Yep,
2v2.
Just
Team Hoth versus the Bloogers here. The kickoff is underway. It's Pulse versus J-Bones on the kickoff.
Nice.
Looks like the kickoff's going to go the way of Team Hoth, and look where Racin comes in. Racin sets up a perfect shot, saved away by Titty Honker, and now the ball's going back the other way. Titty Honker driving down the field. It's a one-on-one versus Pulse 911. Pulse gets the better of it. Now he's taking this around the bend, sets up the shot. Racin looking for the perfect shot. It's a little high, but Pulse sets it on line once again, and that'll be the goal scored for Team Hoth.
Oh, yes, right there, baby. I love it. Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's a little bit quicker than what we have in front of us.
I like it. It's very fast. It's very fast. Yeah. Rocket League is very fast. I like that. That's a demo. You can cut that off for the future. You can go ahead and put that out. I'll send you a bill.
All right, I'll try to get that back to you before 2030.
Oh, that is awesome. I love it. Oh, that is so funny. Well,
game's starting to finish up here.
174, 197, 203.
Amber Havey. Oh, Zach. Okay, she got it.
All right. Casey Murphy over here can still get to 258. 276 for Austin Bolds. They are coming with a vengeance. Casey starting to feel it. Look at that. I was waiting for a Belmo boom there.
He always delivers the Belmo booms. He always does. A couple more strikes, and he's in a real nice spot. 258 still on the table.
Yeah, with 276 with his partner up there.
That's a very good game, especially
530. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Especially this late in the squad.
Yeah, and these guys right now, Casey Murphy, they needed this. They are not too far up the leaderboard here at all. They are only 235 over. So they can get 130 here or take them to 360 over. Actually, I take that back. They're over here. Let's try it again. They are 306 over. So this one here would put them at 430 over with a game to go.
Not too shabby at
And
all.
Casey got the double.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need this. This is old news.
Yeah. Casey, 4 pins, and Boog actually lane 38. Stone 10. But 2 pretty easy makeables. Casey should have this. Should get the 247. Boog picks up his 10 pin. And Casey with the last shot of game number 6 for this camera angle. Does he got it?
247.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Tucker, that was fun. Thanks for joining me for half a game or so. I'm going to let you get back to work so I don't get people.
Don't get in trouble.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble too long. I appreciate you letting me come on.
That was fun.
Yes, it was. I had a great time.
All right, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'll see you.
All right. I cannot wait to go back and play that backwards for the Rocket League from my brother. That is awesome. That was awesome. You guys really got him on that name. On that screen name. Oh, that was great. Good kid. That is so great. Well, let's see here. Got a game 7 coming up. And we have nobody bowling anywhere. But we do have some players coming in over here. So I'm going to step away for just a momento. And when I come back, we'll call game 7. And it looks like we're going to have quite a few teams make it off the first 2 squads because the pace of scoring has gone down considerably. We'll be right back here with game 7 here on Inside Bowling.
Just type in your score, skip 1, we'll figure it out. Skip 1.
All right, so we were talking, everybody. We're back. You know, we're talking about cut numbers here, what we think the cut number could possibly be. And we think, based off of, when I say we, I was talking with some of the tournament staff as well as Tom Hess. We believe some of these teams that have re-bowled have safe numbers now, like Nyer and Keplinger, Prather and Biondo, Stubblefield and Sachs. We believe all those scores could be safe, maybe even Kroll and DeMore, although they're going to outbowl that score. But teams like Samowski and Russo could be in at this point, even Crummel and Cruz. So scores have really gone down this block. I'll know a lot more here when we get our next game update.
All right, bowlers, after you guys finish game 7, make sure to fill out your score sheets and turn them in at the check-in so that we can get that last score in. Since we had to go against the system, we had to type those in manually, so make sure you fill out your score sheets and turn those in, and we'll get those scores out ASAP.
Skip procedure the last game was a little different. They had them finishing on the same pair, so they had to make an adjustment, or their starting pair. Take you over to 37-38 by request. Zach Rhodes, Alex George. Ryan Scott, Victor Cortez, Xander Dudley, and Zeke Childs. Packy is not out. If you visit the link I have posted at the top, pinned in the chat, you will see that Packy and his partner are in, they are plus 564. And we're predicting the cut to be somewhere around 470 over maybe now. Yeah, I see that, Donnie. Gonna bounce around a little bit here in this last game. Take you back over 27 through 30. Prather, Biondo. Their first score is gonna be better than this score.
So this is someone recording your live stream, watching it, and then they send it to me after I miss it.
Nice, very nice.
Yes.
Don't miss 10 pins. Calderon and Munley. Pretty solid last game here. Right in front of me here. They were 285 over with 2 to go. They just bowled 493 the last game. Yeah.
Terrence, your order is ready. Terrence.
It was Bowling World. It was. Looks like I have standings after 6 here. Nope. Still just 5. It's coming. What's the number looking like? Yeah, can I explain what over means? Okay, so 200 is the even score. So if you bowl 205, you're over 5. So when I say if a team is, 530 over for each one of their 7 games, 530 over, it's over 200. What's the number looking like? Well, I kind of talked about this a little bit ago. We think the number is probably going to be somewhere around 460, 460, maybe even a little lower. See Prather's made the giant step inside, throwing it slow to the dry. Super impressive. In bowl 279. Very impressive, Chris Prather, 279. Brandon's throwing a backup ball.
all finish up, we get the score sheets completely filled out, turn in to the check-in table with Taylor Williams and myself for having 27 tournament.
So I still don't have standings. I don't know if I'm going to get them. I would have gotten them by now. I know they had a hiccup with the scoring, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get after 6. But I'm projecting the cut number being somewhere around 460 over. And again, maybe a little less. But we'll have all that information for you on Inside Bowling's Twitter. You'll be able to find that. I'm not sure if Kevin's updating the page or not. But we will have those scores for you.
Marcus, your order's ready.
Nice shot there by Vanina. Vanina Carlton can still bowl 258. Ronnie Fujita can get to 247. 245 for EJ Parks. Looks like they're about 350 over. They're going to be a little short. Great finish by Vanina Carlton. Congratulations. That's a nice game down the stretch. So right now, we're taking 26.
Hey, Mike, I got a funny question for you.
Yeah.
Does that save the videos from both pairs, even if you don't live stream?
No. Why? What's up?
Oh, I wanted to see if I could video my pin standing back up.
Oh, yeah, no. It's only if it's on.
Man, that kind of sucks, actually. You figure it would do that.
Yeah, I mean, it comes into a switching spot where if I put memory cards in
Oh, okay.
then I could. But yeah, it's whatever I'm on.
Okay.
Yep.
Figured I'd ask.
Folks, I'm going to go see if I can find an after 6 standing somewhere around here and try to give you an idea what this cut number will be. I'll be right back. So, folks, we are not going to have a estimated cut number based off of what's happened with the scoring systems and having to type in names and stuff. All scores have to be entered by hand. It may be a little while on that. But talking to some experts here, it is believed that 2 or 3 teams is going to make it off this squad. Now, I'm not so sure of that. But if they're taking 26, that would mean somewhere around 459 Samowski and Russo would be making it, and perhaps Dimitri Cruz and Nick Krummel would make it at 457. So Cruz and Krummel and Samowski and Russo, I believe one of those 2 scores is going to be your cut number, 457 or 459. Okay, that's what I've been told, based off of people running some quick math around here. So around 460-ish will be the number. Yeah, John, it is every year. This is the 3rd year. I streamed it last year as well. Hope you're doing well, John. Nightmare Doubles is in 2 weeks in Memphis. I'm streaming that one in 2 weeks. I like what Shemwrecker Enterprises says. It literally says Springfield Doubles on this stream. That's funny. Hey, folks, this broadcast wouldn't have been possible without Ben Crazy. Our man Brandon Taylor owns Ben Crazy, supports this tournament. It's a really cool retail store where there's new goods and repackaged goods and stuff like that available. And it's $10, I think, on Thursday. And then it's $9 on Friday, $8 on Saturday, $7 on Sunday, $6 on Monday, and then they're closed like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then reopen. It's a cool place. Check them out. They support this tournament. Also, the Greater Ozark Pro Shops, Brunswick family of brands, Enterprise Park Lanes, and, of course, Inside Bowling providing the streaming here. If you go over to our store, InsideBowling.com, you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube. All right, stay tuned to our Twitter feed, twitter.com/Inside Bowling, or just at Inside Bowling on Twitter. And we'll have that cut score for you. It's going to be a little while, though. It really is. I believe it's probably going to be 20, 25 minutes. So I'm going to sign off. The tournament's supposed to start at 8:30 tomorrow morning. 8:30 is what I've been told. Wouldn't surprise me if we didn't start streaming until 9, because some teams were told 9, but 8:30 is when we're supposed to start. I appreciate you guys being with me all day long for 21 games of qualifying. It is a house shot. Tomorrow we're going to give $10,000 away to the champion plus a Calcutta, which the Calcutta here says there's an extra $6,500 up top for that. So first place is $16,500 with the Calcutta, $8,500 for second with the Calcutta, $4,500 for third and fourth with the Calcutta. So pretty good payout here, a lot of money, and it's been fun bringing it to you here in Springfield, Missouri, here at the beautiful Enterprise Park Lanes, home of the Greater Ozark Tournament. Folks, it's been a great day. Hopefully the Cardinals can get a few runs here for me in the 7th, 8th, and 9th and get a comeback like Philadelphia did yesterday against the Cardinals. Hopefully they can get to that bullpen. If not, it's been a great year for the Cardinals. Thanks for putting up with me talking a little sports throughout the day. And tomorrow, as you guys all know, if you've been here multiple times, you know qualifying is talk show day, and you know that as we start to make cuts into the advancers round and into the bracket tomorrow, you know we'll be all business. I want to thank Tom Hess, Kevin Williams, Chad Roberts, and some of the other guests that we had here throughout the day. Once again, my name is Mike Flanagan. Thank you so much for supporting Inside Bowling for all these years. We certainly do appreciate it, and stay tuned to our Twitter feed for the updated standings. Thanks for participating, everybody. It's great to see you in the chat. We'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Have a good night, everybody.